This chess puzzle is almost 100 years old. It was composed in 1927 by a Latvian chess composer. And the interesting thing about this puzzle is that Stockfish can't solve it. I'm looking at Stockfish 16 right now with a depth of 22, and it thinks it's a draw. It's just showing zeros everywhere. And it doesn't get the idea until right before there's almost a checkmate, and then Stockfish suddenly switches to mate and two. It's pretty fascinating. So before I say anything else, if you would like to pause, see if you can outsmart Stockfish and solve this chess puzzle. It's white to play and win. Black's pawns are going down the board in this direction. Before I say anything else, go ahead and pause and see if you can find the winning move for white. Well, if you had a chance to look at that, the only winning move in this position for white is the move rook to f1. And it's one of those mind-boggling moves until you understand the idea, and it's like, oh yes, of course. So let's actually just back up a second and talk about the more obvious idea of bringing our king over, because a lot of times in these endgames, the smart thing to do is use your king. You want to use your king to get close to the action so you can assist in checkmating the opponent's king, or maybe stop some pawns from moving, something like that. But if we try to bring our king up, watch what black is going to do. Black's going to simply push this pawn down to g3. And we could try to keep bringing our king closer. Let's say we go to d3 instead of d2 because we want to maybe avoid a knight check or something in the future. So let's say king d3. But black simply pushes the pawn to g2. And the problem that we have is that if we continue trying to bring our king over with a move like king to here, it's a stalemate. It is simply a stalemate. Notice how black's king is trapped. The pawns are also completely blockaded, so they can't move. And the knight is pinned, so the knight can't move as well. So that's not going to work for us. Now you say, well, we don't have to move our king. We could move our rook somewhere. Let's just say rook to c2, giving black's knight the option to move, which kind of looks like it actually traps the knight. But watch what's going to happen here. Black's going to play knight to f3. And yes, we can take it. But look what happens here. G1 queen, and now we're on the verge of losing the game. If we try to simply take the queen, black's going to recapture, get another queen, and now we lose. So actually, I said on the verge of losing. The funny thing is, this is not a losing position for white. So here's kind of a little separate puzzle for you guys. If you would like to pause, how does white not lose this position? Well, if you had a chance to look at that, the move is rook to e2. And essentially what white is planning on doing is kind of clumping all these pieces together and just waiting. And basically saying black has no way to make progress. The pawns can't move. And if the queen ever goes too far away, for example, like somewhere way over here, well, you actually just get checkmated with the rook and the knight combo here. Pretty nice, right? Now, black can try some other things. Maybe a check from behind, and you're just going to move here, and they can keep checking you, and you're just going to move here. They can keep checking you, but essentially you're just going to do this little dance where you just dance around. Check, and you run over here, and you just keep moving your king like that. There's really nothing that black can do. Okay, so it actually is a draw. However, we're trying to win. We don't want to draw. So let's go back to the beginning. And now that you kind of see, running with your king doesn't work because black simply pushes the pawn and creates that stalemate trap. So the only winning move in this position is rook to f1. Now, let's go ahead and continue with the winning line here and see what's going on. So black's going to try the same plan. There's really nothing else for black to do. Notice the knight's pinned. King is stuck in the corner. You can't go there. And so g3, only move for black. And again, it's white to play and win. If you would like to pause, what's the winning move for white? Well, if you had a chance to look at that, the winning move for white is the move knight to f5. And what we're doing here is getting ready for g2, right? Because we know what black wants to do. They want to create this stalemate setup. But by playing knight to f5, we prevent that because as soon as they go there, we can jump in with the knight and deliver the smothered checkmate. All right, so that's pretty cool. But the problem with knight to f5 is that we no longer control the g2 square with our knight, which means black now has the option to simply play king to g2 and escape, right? However, we have a nice follow-up move if you would like to pause. If you had a chance to look at that, the move is knight to e3 check. And notice how it's check to the king, but it also defends our rook at the same time. And because the rook is positioned here on f1, it stops the king from escaping. Do you remember earlier how I said rook to f1 was the only winning move? This is why. This is why, because it stops the king from coming out, which forces the king to go back in the corner. If you imagine, if you go back to the very beginning, if you played a move like rook to e1, and we tried to do the same line, after king to g2, yes, we can go check, but it no longer forces the king into the corner. The king simply runs over here, starts attacking stuff, and now we lose. Black's pawns are going to be too strong, okay? So that is why the only winning move is rook to f1. All right, let's keep going. So rook to f1, g3, we played knight to f5, threatening the checkmate, so black is obligated to go king to g2. And then I already talked about knight to e3, forces the king back to the corner. Now, the interesting thing here is that throughout all of this, the computer is still saying it's a draw. It still doesn't see the solution, okay? So king to h1, and even here, the computer is saying it's a draw. Depth 22, Stockfish level 16, still thinks it's a draw. White to play and win, what move should you play? Well, if you had a chance to look at that, the move is rook to c1. We actually just go back to where we came from. And it's only after you play this move that Stockfish sees that it's mate in 2 from here. Which is funny, because if you think about it, it's mate in 3 from this position, but Stockfish doesn't realize it until you play the move rook c1, and then it's like, oh, yeah, I see a checkmate now, and it says mate in 2. So why does that happen? I don't actually know. If somebody has an idea, feel free, let me know in the comments. Something with how they're programmed that it just can't see it. Anyway, black continues with the move g2, and now it's mate in 2 for white, but it's still not easy to figure out exactly how to do that. What do you think the winning move is? Well, if you had a chance to look at that, hopefully you didn't say knight to g4, thinking that you could jump in for the smothered checkmate. Because the problem with this is it's an immediate stalemate. Remember, black has no moves in this position. The knight is pinned. So you can't go there. You just don't have time, right? But what you can do instead, and this is the winning move, is go to d1. Because on d1, you block the rook from pinning the knight, which means you're giving black an option to move this knight somewhere. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, that's great, but the knight's going to come here and it's going to start attacking you, and then the pawn's going to push forward and block it off. Is that really what we want? Well, actually, it is, because after knight to e2, if you'd like to pause, what's the winning move? If you had a chance to do that, it's knight to f2, double check, which is important and is also a checkmate. Because if you maybe just move the knight somewhere else, let's just say, well, then black's going to capture your rook and you're going to lose. Because it's a double check, the king has to move to get away from that, but it can't, because you can't move here because of the rook. And so basically it takes away all of black's options. Super nice little puzzle there, almost 100 years old, that Stockfish can't solve. So congratulations if you were able to spot that. This is a fun one to show your friends. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, play smart, and take care.